Up and down the coast, from the beaches to the valleys. At 6, this is KEYT News Channel 3, where the news comes first.
No replacing it at all. Treasure what you have and try and hold on to it in your memories.
For some fire victims, that's all they have to hold on to, but it's also a starting point from which to build after the Alisal fire, and it is our top story tonight at 6 o'clock. Good evening, everybody. I'm CJ Ward.
And I'm Beth Farnsworth. The Refugio coast endured tremendous impacts this month from a wildland fire and a surprise Pacific storm. Some residents there suffered big losses.
And News Channel 3 senior reporter John Palmentary joins us live. And John, some folks who live in the canyons have to rebuild now.
We're back at the base of Refugio Road, and for days we've been telling you about the massive Alisal fire that burnt in these hills back up here, followed by the rain this week and the potential for flooding and landslides. We went back up there and met with some residents who were still trying to get water, power, and a roof over their heads.
I was able to get a few things out. My mom come up, she grabbed a bunch of my forging tools. I got a handful of books out of here, a couple DVDs, some clothing.
When you hear of someone losing all of their possessions, that's what the massive October 11th Alisal fire did to Cade Franks at age 25. And just about everything he had to his name.
I was able to salvage some tools. I found a bunch of old coins that I had. That's about everything.
Cade lived here down a path from his parents' place. Some important papers were there. His small rustic cowboy housing is part of the Circle Bar B Ranch, where he works on trail tours. The wagon house has been around for about 40 years.
Most everything that was in here is burnt complete to cinders, Ash.
The fire started a couple of canyons over, but it moved incredibly fast.
They had a sudden shift in winds, I guess, and it brought it right over to this side.
That's when a lookout said they were out of time.
Had a big fire truck backed up into the driveway here, and they had their big lines going up into the canyon. Okay. They had a fire come up the hill about 80 miles an hour. They had to get out of this canyon right now. So they hopped in their truck and they ended up getting out.
He showed me what was left.
Front door, you'd come up through the stairs about right here and bring you right through the middle right here. On the left-hand side here, this is my little closet. I had little storage cubby holes right here. This entire section right here used to be a desk with a little wash basin in it to rinse your face in. Had a little sofa cushion set up right here. Then right here is where my mattress used to sit. And it got so hot, the pennies started melting together and the quarters were actually bursting out at the seams like little pieces of popcorn.
Several ranch homes were lost. Most were off the beaten path. Power, water lines, and phone service are still being restored. But for those who lived here, GoFundMe pages have been set up. Cade wants to make sure his parents' house is safe. Then he'll figure out his spot, and some donations will help him rebuild.
Make sure that their house is nice and clean, repair from all that smoke damage, and come back through and buy the materials that we need to rebuild this place again. There's no replacing it at all. Treasure what you have and try and hold on to it in your memories.
Those who have been displaced by the fire losses have been helped by the American Red Cross Santa Barbara chapter, the county of Santa Barbara, which had some funds to give them assistance as well, and the Unity Shop for clothing and other needs, possibly even some furniture down the road. There are several residents that we found up in those hills that have lost their structures, and we've listed their GoFundMe pages on our website. Reporting live from the base of Refugio Road this evening, I'm John Palmentary, News Channel 3.
All right, thank you for bringing us Cade's story and others as well, John. Los Padres National Forest says the Alisal fire is now 99.9% contained, almost there, thanks to yesterday's rain. A formal declaration for full containment is expected within the next few days.